Welcome to Emergent-Seed's announcement of our 4th round grantees. My name is Adriana Smith. I'm a poet and the founder of Emergent-Seed. Our goal is to support greater DC metro area emerging artists with grants and the opportunity to share their work with new audiences. Our mission is to build a creative and collaborative community. All the applicants you will see tonight went through a rigorous evaluation and were independently reviewed by multiple people, including peer practicing artists and senior level arts leaders. We're proud of the diversity and breadth of the artists and their submissions, each selected on the basis of the merit of their work. For this 4th round, artists could apply in one of 4 categories: songs, instrumental, poetry, and storytelling. Each submitted work had to be both original and a complete performance in under 5 minutes. Applicants have to live in the greater DC metro area, be 18 years of age or older, and indicate how they are an emerging artist. Emergent-Seed offers 2 types of grants: winners, who receive $500, and virtual gig grantees, who receive $150. Tonight, I'm excited to announce that we will be awarding 8 winners and 6 virtual gig grantees. Each of our winners, in addition to their $500 check, will be paired with a mentor in their field and have the opportunity to re-record their performance in a professional music studio. Thank you to everyone who applied for their time and the opportunity to share their work with us. On behalf of everyone who's been involved at Emergent-Seed, we've been so impressed by your talent and creativity and can't wait to share your work with our audiences. I will begin by announcing the winners by showing short video clips from their submissions and then proceed to the virtual gig grantees. Consider these clips a sneak preview to their full performances, which Emergent-Seed will be premiering later on. Everyone you are about to see not only performs their submission, but wrote and created it. Here now are our 8 winners and 6 virtual gig grantees. Dr. Anthony Tony Keith is a full-time poet and educational MC who recently completed a PhD from George Mason University, studying the intersection of hip-hop, spoken word, and racial justice in American education.
Armed with weapons of mass construction, we will build ourselves a fortress of power, protecting ourselves from hating to be loved and our capacity to be godlike and our right to be present, and our calling to be parents, the offsprings of our victories, and ancestors to heartbreak and loneliness and empty pockets and grumbling bellies and confusion and altar reflections, and we will no longer...
Tatiana Aqeel-de Oliveira is a performing artist and community organizer who has artistic and activist roots in and around the Washington, D.C. area. Her song, Come Back Home, Black and Brown, honors Indigenous peoples and their relationship to land.
Black and brown, stand tall, a mighty tree that can fall. We built a vision of a place called home so we can all come home.
Chao Tian was born and raised in Beijing and classically trained in traditional Chinese music on the dulcimer, which she plays here. This piece, number 6468, is named for the address where the tragic March 16th Atlantic spa shooting took place. Gina Sobel is an accomplished singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist who plays in various genres, from folk to funk. She rediscovered a draft of this song, Wasting Time, during the pandemic and has used it to reflect on how to be more intentional with her work as a musician.
Wasting time is my biggest crime. So the next time you are walking in the woods or on the street, take the time to think about the direction of your feet.
Joseph Wilson is a pianist and independent artist who's been playing music since he was 3 years old. About to graduate from Howard University, he is also part of the band DuPont Brass. Ronya-Lee Anderson is a dancer, scholar, and educator who has performed nationally and internationally, and now emerging as a singer-songwriter. She is currently pursuing a doctorate in theater and performance studies from the University of Maryland.
I tremble, but inside I am still alive. Come on and love me. Swear my truth, it ain't no lie. Ooh, ooh.
Nicholas Natali is a saxophonist and music teacher who's recently started composing music of his own. His piece, Primed for Panic, encapsulates the ambiance of the pandemic not only for its feelings of anxiety, but also for its completely virtual collaboration. Nicholas's saxophone responds to sounds recorded here from his friend in Beirut, Lebanon. Lauren Alicia Nesbitt is a writer, spoken word poet, and teaching artist. She grew up in Washington, D.C. and attended Duke Ellington School of the Arts. Her poem, Still, Revised, reclaims the Black body as a source of power and resilience.
How my body has saved me. How I don't always say thank you. How all the times it was a trick. How I get up every time. How I get up every time. Every time. Every time.
Now we recognize our virtual gig grantees. A number of these grantees you're about to see we would have awarded as winners, but for various reasons they chose to, or could only be considered for, this virtual gig grant. Tara Campbell.
You say you didn't think about being the first when you opened the throttle of your shooting star and lifted into Arizona skies. You say it was the silence that scared you, so unlike the growl of the thunderbolts you'd flown before they believed a Black man could handle a jet.
Jillian Matundan.
There's no escape from the corners of my mind. I build walls to give myself space to breathe. So many chances to decide who I should be.
Wild Whispers, Eli Lev and Megan Lay.
Every summer leads to snow. I can feel the west wind blows back from where we came. That's the way the rivers turn back to rain.
Sarah Curtin.
All night I remember holding you so tight. I remember holding you all night. I remember holding you so tight.
And knowledge of anesthesia.
Gabriela Orozco.
Despite the fact that they cannot lay claim to any bone or blubber or blood of Moby Dick. Their fish hooks cannot sink into his skin. Their spears are just sticks. They can be snapped in half as easily as Ahab's wooden leg, split into splinters and his wife turned spinster.
DuPont Brass.
This that eclectic soulful, Lulu with that old school. Bringing all my people, we about to go global. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you just that? Soon as you hear it, grab your girl and hit the dance floor. You've been waiting for the right song, here's your chance for it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Ladies and gentlemen, so glad to see you.
I want to thank everyone who's collaborated to help make this fourth round possible and for helping emergent-seed showcase some of our greater DC metro area's emerging talent. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on social media, and sign up for our email list to be the first to find out when our next video performances will be released. Thank you.